Go. Switch my old status as I'm sinning a saint. As when you can't live by the picture they paint. Because they know that only inner is taint. So we must live out our lives with a sense of restraint. Which means do I live and we ain't. We are controlled by the flesh, we're depicted as swing. And pray without a quitter's complaint. And being able to turn down your dinner at 8.
What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Red, host of the RH3 show, and thank you so much for tuning into today's episode, today's week themed. I have this week the life coaching, how to get my life together week, and today is another one of those days where we're going to be talking about life coaching and how to get ourselves together. But today, this week on the RH3 show, like I said, it's all about encouragement, getting yourself together. And this is the last week in May, and this will be leading up to our Be Positive series that I'm going to be resurfacing, bringing back for the month of July. So tune in every Thursday at 9 a.m. for that, and it's gonna be awesome. So you'll enjoy it. But today's guest is a motivational speaker, a coach, a minister, and she's also a personal friend of mine. She's like a sister to me, and like I said, she's a minister. And if y'all didn't know, I'm a deacon. And whether titles or not, if you're saved, you are brothers and sisters in Christ. And she's a sister in Christ of mine. And I invited her onto the show to become friends of the show, and also to become one of our life coach experts, meaning that anytime you guys have any questions during my Ask RH3 segments, or anytime we have special theme week, we can try to invite her back and give her input on things that we're discussing. But uh without further ado, let's all welcome life coach and minister Miss Bonny Valentine to the show. Welcome to the show, Bonny.
Thank you, Rufus, for having me. I'm so excited about the show and about what you're doing, and I believe your audience will be blessed today listening to the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Let's get right into it. I know who you are, but let my viewers know who, and everyone that's watching this via YouTube, my blog, my website, or Facebook or Twitter, let them know who Bonny Valentine is.
Well, first of all, Rufus, you know me. I love the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I'm a true believer in one, following their dreams and having a plan for your life. I do have a life coaching business called iWin, where I coach groups or individuals, helping them to make their dreams come true, helping them to find out what their purpose is in life, and also moving forward in life. I have my background is a BS in biology, BS in theology, and also I've received several certifications for a certified life coach, as well as a spiritual life coach, again, which is something I practice today, coaching others.
Mm-hmm.
So I really enjoy it. But my key to coaching is, I always tell people, once you find out what your purpose is in life, the second part is to pursue it.
Exactly.
There are two parts to that. But that's just a little bit about me. Like I say, I have my coaching business, and that's what I do, helping others.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and I don't have this in my note, but you said the name of your business is iWin. Give us a background, or just a brief meaning of that name, or how did you come up with iWin?
Well, it wasn't really difficult to come up with, but
Mm-hmm.
everybody is a winner,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted it to be something unique,
Mm-hmm.
and very simple, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I win is just something that kind of popped in my spirit, really.
Mm-hmm.
I win, you win, I win, and it was nothing that I seen. It was just something that kind of popped up in my spirit.
Exactly.
And so that's how I came up with it. But everybody's a winner,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to make it individual for everybody, that they win.
Mm-hmm.
You win. You
Mm-hmm.
win. And that's what iWin does, is help others to win. in life.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay, we're gonna get into some questions here. You mentioned about finding your purpose. How do one, if they trying to, better themselves in life, how do they find their purpose in life?
Well, one of the things that I use, Rufus, when I have clients come to me, is I start off with an initial assessment, which is part of the process for it during the initial session, and we use a assessment called Taylor Protocols, which I use under my life coaching, and it helps one to discover the core of who they really are. And that's one step of how one can find out what their purpose is in life, is by finding out who they are in life. You have to know who you are first before you can discover what your purpose is in life. And another thing, maybe I use this question and answers to bring it about an awareness, such as, are you a hands-on person? Are you good with tools? Are you good with people? Are you good with children, adults, geriatrics? Are you an indoor person, outside person? Do you like being behind a cubicle? Those are some type of questions that I have for people to help find out their purpose in life, at least to get started. And also, if you're in church and you're not working in the ministry of health, that's another way to help one find out things they like to do or love to do. If you're on a job or career, volunteer for things that you may feel talented to do or just skilled at. Also, the same if you're in high school, volunteer your skilled services. If you do not know, start somewhere. I'd rather do something than just nothing.
Exactly.
Those are just a few.
Is this the same as finding out what you're passionate about? Is that the same as your passion?
A passion is just an emotion, though they work hand in hand. But purpose, again, is an aim. It's something that you're reaching toward. It's something that you want to, an intent that you have to make something happen in your life. Again, but they work hand in hand, and they're behind one another. So it does play a big part in aiding you to achieve or accomplish your dream or your desired purpose in life.
Exactly. And when you combine those, your purpose in life, and then finding out that you're passionate about your purpose, how do someone can overcome their fear of failure whenever they're stepping out into that passion or stepping out into their purpose, and they be like, well, I'm this might fail on me. How do they overcome that fear of not getting it right with your passion or your purpose?
Well, Rufus, one of the things they have to realize is that, fear tries to play a big part. Anytime you want to accomplish something, or you have your mind set to, you're in pursuit of something, fear will try to come. And what fear does, it holds you captive. It can hold you captive. It can alter your thinking. It can change how you view things you think about. It captivates you, and sometimes it will allow you not to follow your dreams or step out on faith and just trust God for whatever it is that you're believing Him for. But we must realize that you're going to have a rejection. People, you're replaceable. People are afraid to step out in the unknown. So those are some things that is fear. But sometimes, and we all have faced one of these things at some point in our life, and probably will continue if we don't learn how to overcome fear. Fear keeps us down. Fear keeps us from moving forward in life. Fear binds us in our thinking, and when it binds us in our thinking, it binds us from doing anything else. So we can overcome fear. We are overcomers. We can overcome fear, and we do that by facing it head on. Every time it comes up, just realize that fear is just an obstacle in the way, and it has to be moved out of the way in order for anyone to pursue their purpose in life, to find their passion or find their purpose in life and pursue it wholeheartedly. Because things are going to come. Challenges are going to come, whether we're in faith or not. But we have to recognize that those things are just obstacles that are in our way.
Okay. With all of that, finding your purpose and Someone may say, well, I think my purpose is to do this, or you mentioned working in the Ministry of Health, you mentioned I believe in the community or whatever, but I've done everything that I thought I was supposed to do. Get married, got the degree, got a great job. I think that's my purpose in life, or my purpose in life to be married, to be a husband or a wife, and I still feel empty or unhappy inside. What do I do? Should I continue on, or I'm at a stuck mode here? What should I do?
Yes, I believe that you should continue on. Quitting is not an option.
Mm-hmm.
When you're making good choices and decisions like going back to school, getting a degree, getting a great job, getting married to an awesome man or woman of God, those are good choices and decisions. And if you still feel empty on the inside, just realize that we all face that at some point in our life.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about it, we have to make a decision of whether or not do we keep going, or do we stop because I feel empty, or I feel lonely, or I feel unhappy inside.
Mm-hmm.
Those again are just emotions and things that come with decisions and choices that we make in life. But don't stop every time something comes up in life that's not going your way, whether you feel unhappy or whether you feel sad, down and out, discouraged, or whatever. A lot of times, like David even said in the Bible, you've got to encourage yourself.
Exactly.
When no one else is around to do it, you have to encourage yourself. And happiness comes from within. It
Mm-hmm.
comes from within you. Things don't always make us happy. We have to learn how to be happy.
Exactly.
We don't receive something, when we're rejected, when we're dealing with a challenge in life, we still have to realize that life goes on, and we can stay stuck because of being unhappy or being sad, or we can make up in our minds that, hey, this is a part of life. It happens, but I must keep going. Because I'm happy within me. I'm happy about who I am, and I'm happy because I know I have a purpose in life, and I know I'm happy because I can fulfill that purpose, in spite of, So we have to kind of evaluate the motive or the reason behind why we do certain things, and realize certain things that people don't make us happy. We make ourselves happy. And one reason we make ourselves happy is fulfill your purpose here on earth, doing what you love to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I promise you, it won't be a struggle. But knowing who you are and pursuing your passion, your dreams, will help you fulfill that emptiness or that unhappiness that one feels inside.
Exactly. So you would say that, I got my job, my degree, children and all of that, and I thought that that's what I wanted. But you were saying that they could, just not stop there, but continue on, find something to do, or include, all of that, bring it in under one, and then, go out and do something else, right?
Well, it's not about doing something else.
Mm-hmm.
It's about, I would say, Rufus, if those things are not making you happy, you feel like you've accomplished some things,
mm-hmm.
and you're still not happy,
mm-hmm.
I would say and encourage you, the audience, to stop right there. Take a moment, evaluate some things about your life and about yourself,
mm-hmm.
and say, hey, what do I love to do?
Mm-hmm.
Is this what I'm purposed to do? Because a lot of times people tend to go out, they get degrees, they get accolades, they get all these things, and they're still not happy.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times there's a wrong motive behind it. And so that's why I say stop and evaluate your life and check your motives and your reasons for why you do such a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And begin there and ask yourself the question, is this my purpose in life? What is my purpose in life? What I'm doing now, is that what I'm called to do?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what I'm supposed to do? And usually, if you're questioning it, it may not be. So you have to seek and find out, what is it that I'm called to do?
Mm-hmm.
And again, you may have to do something differently other than what you've been doing in the ordinary, because that plays a part in it too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of variables that play a part. But again, you have to make good choices and decisions along the way. Ask the right questions to get the right answers as far as finding your purpose in life and fulfilling that void. I promise you, when you find your purpose in life, that void will be, or that emptiness, that unhappiness will be filled, will be replaced. The unhappiness with happiness, the emptiness with fulfillment. They will experience all those things because they're now finding their purpose and they're pursuing it, they're walking in it, and they're loving what they're doing. Some people feel like, well, I'm not going to love, what I'm doing, but, no, that's not the case. You're going to love it. I promise you, you'll love it.
Exactly.
So, with some of those things, continue to go on, continue to pursue, but just take a minute and evaluate your life, your motive, your reason behind doing a thing. And ask yourself, is that the right thing that you need to do, or is that the right thing that you are doing? And if not, then find out what your purpose is in life and pursue it.
Exactly. I so agree on that. We got a viewer question, and whenever one of our viewers submitted the question, but since then she's has moved out of her particular situation, but she wanted to know if she followed the right guidelines, or she wanted to hear what you had to say about her past situation, and she's in a new another situation, and I'll update you on that after I read this question. But the question says, I have been going through some trials and hard times, and I know things will get better, and I'm working to improve my situation. But in the meantime, I had to move in with someone for financial reasons, and we're starting to have major issues. And I'm going to summarize her question, but mainly she's saying she's on the verge of a breakdown, and she has 2 children. One of her children lives with her, and he's a toddler, and the other one is about 4 years old. And she's saying that the girl is not allowing her 4-year-old there unless she's there. The lady that she's living with, so she can supervise them. And her toddler, she's the toddler somehow makes noises or whatever, and the lady that she's living with is not tired of it. And should she walk on, like they say, walk barefoot on glass around her, to satisfy her current living situation? What should she do in that, being that the girl don't want her oldest child there, but the girl is making remarks or is upset about her toddler baby, there in the first place? What should she do in this situation? And this going on, finding your purpose, because I believe that, by her writing this, she hasn't actually found it because she's, in this type of situation or whatever. What should she do?
Well, I guess the first thing, just not knowing the person or the variables and choices and decisions that have been made prior to her being in this situation. I guess it would be safe to say that she may want to sit down and find someone, talk to the young lady that she's staying with. And also at the same time, I would recommend coaching, a life coach, and also I would recommend counseling. Because to keep making the same choices and decisions is not going to help her out. It's going to continue. It may make her. It may prolong her to stay in the same situation she is.
Exactly.
And that's whether she moves in with someone else or stays where she is. But I would say the first step would be to sit down and talk to the young lady that she is staying with. Communication is the key. And share with her some things that she's going through or dealing with. And also, the reason why I said I recommended the counseling or the coaching is because you have to have a plan. Because if you a plan on how to move forward in life, a plan on how to get out from where you are, a plan on how to get out of the stuck mode of life. And I would recommend those things for her to do first and foremost. Sit down, talk to the young lady, and also I recommend the counseling or life coaching, and for someone to help her with a plan for her life, to make better choices and decisions while she is there or preparing to move out somewhere else. So, those are some things I would suggest her to do first, because getting mad, or and if it doesn't work out, her talking to the young lady, then again she has the option of at least speaking with a counselor, or a professional life coach,
Mm-hmm.
such as myself, which I would help one with. But sometimes when you don't understand the whole scenario or the story behind it, meaning how did she get to where she is, it's kind of challenging to really give out a lot of feedback, because you don't really know the direction.
Direction,
Again, I would
exactly.
recommend her talking to the young lady, and also I would recommend counseling or coaching.
Okay. And her new her current situation, she's still living with someone, but she's with her mother now, and it's basically the same situation, but not really the same situation. She said it's not easy, living with her mom, but she can have both of her children there. So it's basically the same. You would give the same answer with her current situation, correct?
Right, I would still recommend her seeing a certified life coach, or counselor, or sitting down with someone that a pastor,
Mm-hmm.
that can help her make better choices and decisions, so that she will not put herself and her children back in the same predicament, living and having to depend on someone else, and to survive in life. It's just not a good situation. I've been there myself, where I've had to stay with someone, with my mother, with my sister, and also, but each time I had a plan, and
Mm-hmm.
so and a lot of that was through transition. But I was able to get my own place, my own house, buy my own house actually, and so things can happen with a plan.
Mm-hmm.
And I always believe that you have to have a plan. You have to sit down and count up the cost. Though I didn't have any children, and it was just me, but it was still challenging. So I
Mm-hmm.
can only imagine how challenging it may be for her with two children. And if she's not working, I would recommend, hey, that's the first thing, you may want to go get a job,
Mm-hmm.
and that she's home with her mom. Her mom is okay with the kids being there. That may be a good start.
Exactly. Exactly. We're coming to the close of this interview, and I do want to thank you so much, Bonnie, for your time and for this interview, and for coming on to the show and talking about the things that you are skilled in. So thank you so much for coming to the show. I
Thank,
really do appreciate it.
thank you for having me on the show.
Thank you. And before we go, Bonnie, please tell those who are listening and watching, and also, viewing this on my channels or whatever. Let them know the way they can get in contact with you, the name of your business again, as well as your contact information if they want to get in touch with you, and get into some of your life coaching sessions or whatever that you may have.
Okay. Well, it's called iWin. The name of the life coaching business is iWin.
Mm-hmm.
And for group coaching, individual coaching, workshops, speaking engagements, please call the office, or you can check out my website, or shoot me an email, or better yet, you can stop by and visit the office,
Mm-hmm.
for any further information or details at www.everwinning.org, or Bonnie E. BONNYE at everwinning.org, which is my email address. Or you can reach me at the office, 704-245-6490, which is the office number. And also the location is 4416 Southmark Drive here in Salisbury, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. And you all who are listening, if you missed anything that she's discussed on her contact information, things about finding your purpose, things about having a plan, please check the website at www.rh3show.weebly.com, or my blog at rh3show.wordpress.com. And again, if you missed anything, everything will be under the information box. And Bonnie, again, thank you so much for your time, and I know my viewers will enjoy this interview. Do you have anything that's coming up that you haven't, that the viewers can probably look into, or any conferences or sessions that you may have coming up?
Right. One of the things that iWin has coming up in July, we will be having our first leadership workshop session. It is free of charge. The date is to be determined. But if you go to my website and just continue to review it, you will eventually see it showing the date and the time and the other information that will come along with the leadership workshop, which is this coming July. Again, the date is to be determined, but we will inform you when a date has been decided.
Yeah, and you guys, I'll get that information to you, or you can still, when you go check out her website and, you know, past interviews that she's done and other material that she may have, check that out, or I'll be giving that to you hopefully during the Be Positive series week that I'll be doing in June, and, you know, we'll share that with y'all as soon as Bonnie and iWin announce it. Again, thank you so much, Bonnie, and thank you all for watching and listening. Please continue to follow Bonnie on her website and continue to check her out. And you can, like I said before, check everything out below. Know that I love you for real, and I'll see you next time here on the RH3 Show. Tune in on Friday where I will discuss some special inside scoop with Red. I found out some information that you all would want to know about. Know that I love you for real, and I'll see you next time here on the RH3 Show. Talk to you later. Bye.
Go ahead, 'cause I know I gotta give it up. If anybody wanna come and praise the Lord, I wanna give a praise the blood he called me to switch. I know I gotta praise because he set me free. Christ said he paid free me and cash.